Yeah, this one is going to be a bit wild. As the title says, Barrick's lawyer. Meaning, no, I'm not a lawyer or a contract specialist by any means, and I would advise against taking any advice from people on YouTube, and always question everything you hear on the internet, okay? Now, with that being said, there's one scenario in which I would absolutely not pay on a personal level. Let's say that you signed up with company whoever, choose your poison. And in doing so, your overall rating was increased, so now you have to pay 5 times or 6 times the increase, which is a very typical predatory charge here, or whatever that number is. But during that process, okay, and this is really what leads me to not pay, let's just hypothetically say the company logs into your va.gov account with your sensitive information, and they helped you submit your claim, all right? Strike one. Months and months go by, and all of a sudden you receive the increase, right? So good news, you got the overall increase, and I'm very happy for you, right? But now, for whatever reason, you decided not to inform that company that you received that decision from the VA. But instead of asking you, they go behind your back and they use your sensitive information to log into your va.gov account again, and now they're going after you to pay and fulfill your end of the contract. Strike two, and that's a hard no from me, again, on a personal level, okay? If that is you, I would fight it, because what would happen what happened was wrong on many levels, and it really shows the predatory nature of these companies operating against Title 38, right, Section 14. I would absolutely seek counsel, right, not YouTube counsel. Seek an actual lawyer, not a barracks lawyer, and even if that delinquent invoice is sent to collections, I'd fight that 1,000% without a doubt. Collections is strike 3. Okay, you're out. What they do is illegal, and what they did to find that information is also illegal. I don't think any of these companies would take that to court, and I'm saying that as a dude in their basement making YouTube videos, okay? I can't stress that enough. In fact, I did a live stream with a lawyer that did work for one of these companies, and I'm going to leave that below in the pinned comment. And even he said that they, meaning the company he worked for, did not pursue those that did not pay their end of the contract. Now, I did ask him why, and he did give a reason. And then I asked if it was because it was illegal, and he presented some really legal word jujitsu, and the entire conversation was very professional, actually, and it was solid. It was such a good live event, so check that out if you're interested, okay? But anyways, that company did not pursue veterans, so keep that in mind, all right? Now let's talk about the other end of that, and again, I'm just some dude in his basement on YouTube, right? If you signed a contract and the company truly did not submit your claim for you, and they didn't ask for your sensitive information, your PII, and you informed them of your increase, but then you second guess about paying them or not, and this is a confliction I have inside of me, okay? But what I'm trying to do is take my bias out of the equation, and in that scenario, I would pay my end of the contract, right? You signed a contract, everything was done in a non-predatory fashion outside of other predatory practices, which is a whole other video, but the process was generally clean, okay? Now, if you decide after the fact, after you pay that company to take them to court, then so be it, right? And I will support you in that. And that's me personally. That's my personal opinion, all right? You will find people with the exact opposite opinion, right, that I just gave you, and you'll find people that would never, ever pay these companies even after signing the contract. This is a choice that you have to make. So you have to make that decision. No one else can make that decision for you. Speaking of companies being sued, which is like coffee to me, okay? VA Claims Insider is being sued by the Texas Attorney General. I'm sure we all know this by now. And I'm going to pin that video below in the comments. It goes over the motion to file from Texas Attorney General, and it shows proof, right? A part of that lawsuit is if the Texas Attorney General gets their way, then VA Claims Insider would have to pay back every single veteran that ever did business with them, right? Which is insane. That would completely take them out of business and would honestly set the precedence for the rest of these cases that are currently in process or pending, right? I know this video might ruffle some feathers, especially for those die-hard Kool-Aid drinkers out there. But listen, if you want to talk about your opinion, right, you can make a YouTube channel and start blabbing away just like I do. Or you can leave your comments on this video that maybe 3 people read, okay? If you disagree with me, that's cool. If you agree with me, that's also cool. Most important aspect of this entire video is to not take legal advice from a barracks lawyer, hence the title. Another aspect to consider if you are on the hook with these companies, you might want to look at your state's current legislation on the House or Senate floor at the state level, obviously, because there are tons of states that have started to push legislation with the help from the VFW. New Jersey already passed their state law, and Veterans Guardian challenged that state law, and they lost in Federal Court of Appeals. And so for the purposes of this, we're just going to call it the state version of the GUARD Act. Essentially, that's what they are, okay? Virginia is on the hook, but we have to wait for the end of this year, which is 2024. Kentucky has one on the floor. California has a hybrid version, which I'm on the fence about personally. I'll link all these videos down below. But regardless, you can decide to hold off just enough for these legislations to be passed or not, right? That's you choice again. I'm sure there will be effective dates that come with these pieces of law, but I'm no law expert, obviously.